So the topic of today is treating people as they treat you versus treat people how you want to be treated.
Okay.
Your actions dictates my reactions.
Oh, child.
If you come at me all rah-rah, that's the reaction you're going to get back. If you come at me in a nice approach, you get the niceness of it.
So you match energy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what it sounds like. You match your energy.
Yes.
It's too much. It takes too much to be matching people's energy. I don't have the energy for that.
Welcome to another episode. I ain't not your average Aunties podcast. I am Joe.
And I'm Jay, and we like to keep it real
And relatable.
while sharing our opinions
And experiences.
And feelings.
We got a struggle bus today. What the hell is this? It's not that early. It's not that early or that late in the day. What the hell?
How we ain't gonna do it again.
All right, let's get into it.
So the topic of today is treating people as they treat you versus treat people how you want to be treated.
So this is a debate, basically, right? Some people, they're on the fence of treat people how they treat you. And that could be any kind of way, whether they're treating you nice, not nice, whatever have you, or treat people how you want to be treated.
Okay.
Your actions dictates my reactions.
Oh, child. She coming with the fight. Eye for eye.
Okay.
That's mentioned, but
But then how did you feed it?
your actions dictates how I'm going to respond. If you come at me all rah-rah, that's the reaction you're going to get back. If you come at me in a nice approach, you get the niceness of it. Your actions dictate my reaction.
So you match energy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what it sounds like. You match your energy.
Yes.
Okay. How about you?
And I've been on the fence, so I've been in both spaces, but I'm more on the side of treat people how I want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if people don't treat me good, then I'm just not in their space. I go where I want to be. Well, I'm welcome, and where people are treating me nicely at. So, it's too much. It takes too much to be matching people's energy. I don't have the energy for that.
If we're in a situation or we're somewhere and the vibe is nice and you come approach with not the same vibe as how everyone else is acting, of course, there's going to be a reaction.
In which way? So, give us an example.
Let's say we're out at dinner. There's a whole group of us and then somebody approaches that's supposed to be joining us for dinner and they're coming with attitude or their nose up or, acting all sedity. But we're trying to be nice, enjoy the vibe that's already there, and you're coming with the different. You approach me or say something to me off kilter, I'm coming right back at you with it. Don't disrupt my peace with your negativity.
But would you say that you did let them disrupt your peace? Because you was having a good goddamn time before they got there. And then now they come with that idea
to bring it down by still keeping that energy, even though your nastiness came out first. And you're still coming back with the nastiness. Yeah, I need to put you in your place.
Do you don't feel like that that took away your joy?
Just for that short moment, because if I let it fester, then it's going to be worse if I if I keep letting that person. So even if they didn't say nothing to me, they could have came and said something to Kara. Or they could have came and said something to you after being nasty to me, and now you're being nasty to everyone else there. No, you need to either check your tone, check your energy, or leave. That's how I'm going to approach the situation.
I can see that is like you diffusing the situation. You're not gonna let this one person ruin the movie for everybody, so you're gonna nip it in the bud right away, kind of thing, I guess. Or is it really just matching? Is it really nipping it in the bud and matching energy? I guess I'm on the fence about it. I see what you're saying. I think it's nipping in the bud so people can get back to enjoying themselves.
Okay, it's both.
But there's a way you can nip something in the bud without matching a person's energy.
You're about to kill that kill it with kindness.
It depends on the situation. Like, you don't have to necessarily match the energy. Like in that scenario, like I
nasty, nice
and nasty.
Yeah.
Or depending on how I feel on that particular day, I may just call out and like, oh, were you having a bad day? See, I'm not matching their energy. I'm just making them be aware. I start asking questions like that, like, when I say something like, depending on the person, they may be self-aware to know, okay, actually, I am coming in here sounding crazy. So, I mean, are you having a bad day today? Now, that's not matching the energy at all. But that's me acknowledging that you coming up in here kind of crazy. Right. And then some people, they may be like, yeah, all right. And they just put it down. Or, yeah, I am having a bad day. Then it's like, well, maybe this is not the right environment for you.
Right. Maybe you just
excuse that's just matching energy.
Yeah, okay.
That's just nipping in the butt because we not. So to answer, for me, growing up, I definitely was on the treat people how they treat, like the vibe you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you came at me sideways, I definitely match on you. But now, as an adult with some maturity, that's too exhausting for me. If you come at me sideways, there's too many variables here.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how much I care about you.
Mm-hmm.
That the care means I'll explain myself to you.
Mm-hmm.
But most often than not, I feel like, okay, you want to come at me side, you just don't have access to me anymore. And to be in your presence, I will never be around you. And one of us gotta go. And if that means me, in a scenario like that, I'm like, oh, y'all want to deal with this crazy act? Okay, I'm out. Lucy's have the money, whatever my meal. Because I don't want to at my age right now. And again, the caveat is how much I care about the person.
Mm-hmm.
If I do care, then I'll be sitting there like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? Like, chill, like you bugging. But if I really don't care, then it's like I can't deal with this anymore, and I'm leaving.
And then I could see that when I gave my scenario, it wasn't someone that, I guess somebody that just coming into the circle or just joining us may not have been somebody I've known as much as I know you two, you know.
Mm-hmm. But I still wouldn't do it that I'm not going to match the energy. So, because the thing is, if you don't know them, right, I would still probably say, hey, you having a good day?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't feel the need, like, because everything doesn't have to be. Because I used to be like that. I used to be in a situation where you said something to me, I would have to bury you.
Yeah.
You know, but now I don't have it. Like you said,
It's exhausting.
It's
exhausting. I mean, I've always been the one to be like, listen, I'll excuse myself. I don't need to be around this. I don't need to deal with this. Like, I remember times where, okay, I thought we were cool or whatever. You walk past me like you don't even know me. Okay. You know what? I can do that too going forward. And again, I think it goes back to how much you care about the person. But this is some person like, there's no skin off of my back. If you don't want to speak to me, don't speak to me. But then don't come back all key. Yeah. Like you ain't walked past me
faking from
the day before like you didn't know me. So I'm going to keep with that. If that's the type of energy, I'll keep on that same level of energy. Like you got to come to me with an explanation of why you was going down that way that day. Because people do go through things, right? So maybe it been a bad day for them or whatever. But if you're not providing no explanation why you was acting shady to me the day before, listen, don't come back to me acting like everything is A-okay. I'm okay with us not being friends or chilling or whatever have you. But I've always been the one to just treat people like how you want to be treated because I believe karma is a mother.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if some individuals are doing or not being kind, they're gonna get their just due. And I don't want to be in the path of that. So if I act like how they act, I'm setting myself up for the same thing that they're gonna get. So I'm not setting myself up for that.
I do want to talk about the treat people how you want to be treated. Because I don't know if that's a blanket statement across the board. And here's why. I'll use an example with my husband, and I had to put a note down here. It's less about my standard and more about his in terms of how I'm treating him. I'm treating him how like he wants to be treated.
I get that.
You see what I'm saying?
I get that.
Because way I want, he may not. And we've had is like, well, I expected that, but that's not. So
yeah.
So it's really, I think that statement shouldn't be blanket across the board. I think it shouldn't contingent upon the relationships you have with people.
I agree. So when I say treat people how I want to be treated, I'm going to treat you unless you tell me differently. So like if I'm going to offer a kind gesture because I feel like that's what I want to do is a kind gesture and you tell me you don't like that, then I won't do that anymore. But if you're okay with it, then yeah. I say that like I'm a person that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I would like people to do that in return to me. So that's how I always am. If I say I'm going to do something, I don't make promises. If I'm not sure about something, it's going to be, I'll look into it. I'll get back to you. If it's I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. And if I'm say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So that's how I operate. So in that example, like you said, it depends on the circumstance. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And that's what I would appreciate people do. People will do the same thing for me. So I come from that space of treat people how you want to be treated.
I just think even in terms of relationships, there's not enough of the understanding how the person wants to be treated. That's weird.
You have to listen to them. Right, exactly. So
a lot of us are so much me, that is like, oh, you doing something in a relationship because that's what you like. That don't mean the person. They're like, nah, that don't work for me. So I think there needs to be more of that. Wait a minute, this is how I like it, but how do you like it? So it's one of those things. Now, I also want to tackle the karma. Well, first of all, yeah, they all agree with that.
Yeah, I feel, yeah.
Now let's talk, you spoke on karma.
No, child. It's a muzzle.
I believe karma takes a sweet time to be spinning the block, but I do have a question. Okay.
And it's not always directed at the person that's done wrong. So that's it. And that's why I don't like to do bad, because I don't want my kids to get harmed because I done did some shit.
It could be their kids, right?
It could be anybody, but that's a little sad.
Like, but if you were savage with relationships and stuff like that, that could come back on your kids when they can't have relationships because you done messed around, whatever. That's just what I believe. Anyway,
yeah.
Which feels better? Getting your lick back immediately when somebody does you wrong, or sitting back and we've seen karma can handle it?
So it depends on the situation.
So again, to me, getting your lick back and you're sitting back lying and waiting to get your lick back, to me is childish, it's immature. It's like, again, it goes back to, if that's what you're doing, the same karma that can happen to them could happen to you. And at the same time,
person did bad by you,
then I don't need to deal with that person no more. Like, what are you? So give me an example of what they did to you that you got to get your lick back right away, or get your lick back at all.
It's playing devil's advocate. But like, let's say, this might be trivial. Let's say growing up, like people used to make fun of you or kids on you and stuff like that. Growing up, like maybe you didn't have to fly your shit or whatever, right? Okay, and how it is in innocence. So now you can't get your lick back because you don't got no money, right?
So when your glow up happens,
now there's something in you that be like,
I think,
and then you go back and you watch them people on social media like, bum ass, you ain't your shit because you was talking beneath the ass skippies, and now look at you. You look like
no. I think you enjoy your glow, and you move on to be happy in your glow and act on people. No,
I was advocacy. Look back and be like, look at them stuff.
Nope. Because you know what? I don't care. I don't get. But so in the same vein of karma, like you sitting there. So even if you're not going to do your look back, but you're lying and waiting for karma to happen, that's almost the same thing. Like, you know it's going to happen. I don't need to sit there and wait for it to happen. I don't need to be a witness to when it happens because I already know it's going to happen. So I feel like getting your look back and waiting for karma to take its place is almost like one and the same.
I got another juicy. So what if you were with somebody and he was like, you ain't never gonna be nothing after y'all break up. You ain't nothing. Ain't nobody gonna want you. Da-da-da-da. And you was beat down. And now you with somebody. And they loving on you the way you need to be loved. There's nothing in you that fesses to be like,
no, I'm going to enjoy my love that I know I deserve. And I'm going to enjoy that.
I like maturity. I love it.
Listen.
Just love it.
But that means that you're putting energy or thinking about the person that you were with before.
I think some of y'all tell the Frit. Let me tell you something. If you would...
I don't care. You already know me. When I cut her for... Because you know what? I know
that was a good thing.
It's done. I'm not looking back. I'm not thinking about that person no more. It's done. Because it took whatever in me to finally even get to that point to cut that person off. So once I get there, it's a complete cutoff. I'm not thinking about your ass no more.
I mean, I'm not going to say in my mind, I don't say they're lost in this person's game. I'm not going to say I don't say that because I know I'm a gem. So,
yeah.
There you go.
I don't lie lower then.
So that makes you, does being a bigger person make you a doormat or a grown woman with a peace of mind? I'm going to be with the grown woman with a peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Say that one more time.
So does being a bigger person make you a doormat or a grown person with a peace of mind?
A lot for sure.
I'm going to be the grown person with a peace of mind all day, every day.
Now I feel that way. I wasn't like that years ago. I've matured.
I guess for me, maybe this is when I was younger, for sure. Now, adult, I'm bullshit. I'm playing around with y'all. But as a kid, no, revenge. I was definitely like, you did wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not plotting and planning. I'm moving and having a sense of focus, but don't
when it happened, when it go down,
Pops, I'm not gonna push it in your face.
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do that. But I know you watching, and I'm like, yeah, okay, good for you. You know, I as you know, younger me was I'm not even gonna deny it. And did I enjoy that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But did I seek out to do better because of those people? No, it's more for me. No, especially when you talk trash.
And so to that same thing, so like I feel like when you if you was to ever tell me that ain't nobody gonna want me, I can't do better than them, or they tease me because I lacked certain things because I couldn't afford certain things or whatever, I'm gonna enjoy when I can have that successful relationship, or when I can buy the things that I want and need. I'm gonna enjoy that, but not because I'm trying to pay them back or look back and think about what they thought about me. I'm feeling accomplished. I'm feeling like I've grown. I feel like I've moved on past all of that. So I'm going to enjoy that and relish in that. And it's because it's on its own merits. Forget what they thought or said.
Kanye had a great lyric.
What was that?
Wait, get my money, then you can't tell me nothing.
Hey.
Look at that. I think
What they had?
Teenager like that. He made that for me.
Beyonce said something too on her song. What was the song?
Revenge, nothing but your paper.
Right.
Your paper's your revenge. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me all day for sure. I don't. It's not, again, I don't set out, but yeah, I enjoy, and could be the Sagittarius terrorist in me. I don't know. But
these are the Sagittarius terrorists.
I don't know, but I like to see again, when people, I'm talking about, really do me wrong, really want to talk that mess, and then fast 4 years later when karma catches them, yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm being honest, there's a little something in me like, huh.
I see more amongst women than it is. I don't know about that. I guess a relationship wise, no, I'm not.
But I'm not just talking about in the context of relationship. I'm talking about anything. You do me wrong, because I have such a big heart. So if you do me wrong, and I'm like, okay, and then karma catches up with you, I'm like, yeah, that's great. I love it.
Yeah, so when I had questions about relationships around this. So it's like, is turning the other cheek easier when you've been in a long-term relationship, or do you find matching energy in relationships helps or hurts?
Yeah,
and I thought it hurt the relationship if y'all constantly doing the tick for tat.
Absolutely.
Even though I'm the queen, I
cannot stand the tit for tat. And I can't stand the pettiness. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, I don't. So I don't do tit for tat. I don't got time for that. Say what you on your damn mind.
Exactly.
Right? Why are you moving in this way? Something that, let's have a fucking conversation. Let's have a conversation about it.
Exactly.
Like, that tit for tat stuff. So I'm supposed to guess what you're thinking. I ain't got time for that. Let's be an adult and have a conversation. And if you can't, then you are not the person for me.
Absolutely.
I can't.
Absolutely. Which also goes back to, I would have said some
personal relationships. Not,
yeah.
Okay.
Any relationship, yeah.
I'm not talking in terms of us. I'm talking, or friends. I'm talking about when she said relationship, I was talking guy and female.
I hear you saying it's across the board.
The same as that's
my friends. It's my partner and my husband. I don't do well with people moving in a certain way without having the guts to come out and say what the hell's on their mind.
Exactly.
I need you to,
or sitting there waiting for the opportunity to
flaunt or to now pop out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Just, I don't do well with that. I need you to, and again, it don't matter what kind of relationship. Even at work, you move in a certain way because you feeling like, okay, so Sally, what's happening? Like, so, but let's have some but I also realize everybody's not willing or can't. And even out in a work setting, like they get fried because some people are not used to having that dialogue. I'm more so, come on, let's use our words and figure.
Let's move past this. So
I don't do that to the time.
Yeah.
I just.
Yes. And to me, the terms of turning the other cheek, is it easier? No, it's not necessarily turning the other cheeks. Everything is not worth a battle. So it's like, everything doesn't need to have a discussion or argument. So I don't think that's turning the other cheek. It's just choosing your battle sometimes, and everything is not meant to be a conversation or turn to something more than what it actually is. So
I also think if you're in a relationship, again, don't matter what kind, friend or lover, if you feel like everything has to be a battle, you might want to rethink. Because I don't want to be in any engagement with anybody where it's a constant
back and forth.
To me, it's like, what the hell is going on?
I don't want to be in competition with my partner or my friends or anybody that I care about. Like, we're supposed to help, support, and lift each other up. So I'm not doing that. We don't do that over here.
I can't. It's too much. And again, it's important to say, I was always like that even younger, when especially more so in a relationship with my partner as opposed to friends. But sometimes with friends, you're still learning how to, when you're younger, sometimes you don't know how to be a good friend. You don't even know what you need.
What that means, yeah.
And sometimes there is competition and yada, 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 right? But with my partner, always, it's been like, I'm not doing this tit for tat. I'm not competing with you because in my mind, I always felt we're not compatible. I'm not going to stay in a situation that it feels like it's a fight. I gotta walk on eggshells. It's too much.
Yeah. Can't do it. Joe, you got any fun facts around this topic?
No.
Oh, you got something else? Oh, wait, she got no question. She got questions. She liked this topic. I'm wondering, are you really not a revenge type? You sure you're over it?
No.
Okay. I'm just joking with you.
Yeah, some is on my own seat. I don't care anymore. Can you love someone the way you want to be loved? Or do you have to adjust to their language and style? I know we talked a little bit about this, so let's read this.
Yeah. I think it's a combination of both. I always say, like, you have to, if you want to be treated a certain kind of way. And sometimes that comes through demonstrate. You will treat somebody the way you want to be treated. So you demonstrating that, right? But then if the person say they don't like that, or that's not something that they want or need, then you adjust. So I think you have to make adjustments. I think you could try both ways.
Repeat your question, because I didn't catch the first part of it.
Can you love someone the way you want to be loved, the way you want to be, or do you have to adjust to their language and style?
No, I can adjust.
Okay.
But I also, so with that same vein, if you're...
It has to be a give and take. You have to be able to pay attention to both sides. And if you see that there's something that this particular person that you're with likes, try to compromise by giving him that and vice versa.
You continue that. But I think also I was going to say that if you're demonstrating something that you want to receive from that partner and they're not picking up what you're putting down, then you need to tell them.
Yes. Communication.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got some more questions on revenge. Do you think that cutting off access is the ultimate revenge, or do you think that people need to feel you back? Like, get them back.
Cutting their asses off for me.
Okay. What about you?
Be done. I ain't got time for it.
Terrible.
Just answer for real. You still got it.
I'm not going to cut you off all the way, especially if there's history there.
Why?
So you're telling me after, let's say, 20 years of friendship, you're just going to cut that person off and not try to fix it or mend it in any way, shape, or form?
But it's about, so you don't cut them off
for a while. That's what helped bring you back?
No, we never got back.
So if you don't cut them off, are you going to take revenge on them? What are you going to? So the question is, you're
not taking no revenge.
So you're going to let them keep doing the shit that they're doing?
Yeah, they just won't be doing it with me. So I mean, I can limit the amount of access they have to me, but I'm not just going to cut them off.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I need to be done.
And in your instance,
and it all depends also on how deep whatever they did to you was bad. If it's something that's forgivable, I can move different with you, but I don't need to cut you off altogether.
Yes, I think it does depend on what the actual action is.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something that's just unforgivable and I can't see myself making around you in your presence, then you got to go.
Okay,
goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Have you ever regretted not getting revenge?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And what you? No, don't do revenge.
I don't do revenge.
Okay, and then have you ever regretted going too hard with revenge? Like, man, I took it to hell.
Nah.
Haven't been there. I'm not going to say I haven't thought about things. Listen. I thought about things. I'm not going to say that things have not crossed my mind. Mm-hmm. Whether I actually act on it, no. Because it's just human nature. Like, you trying to figure out why would this person do or say what they said to me. And, you think about what if I got back at them, what would that do? And it always comes back to what is that going to get me but the same karma that they eventually are going to get.
Yeah, when I was really getting That I didn't care about none of this.
Yeah, it made me feel good at the time.
So,
It sounds good.
answer your questions. Has there been something that you regretted?
Anytime I got to the point, well, the first question, have I ever regretted not getting revenge? I would say no, because anytime historically back in the day I wanted to do something, I did it. Have I ever regretted going too hard? The answer for me would be no. Do I think it was really hard in hindsight as an adult now? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But to this day, do I regret like, damn, that was tough. But,
Yeah.
they got what they deserved.
Okay.
It's okay.
Do you feel in that you got something that you experienced some karma behind your get back?
No.
So for some things, I do think that I have, it's not necessarily me, but maybe karma has reared its head,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not God. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
But because I know
Mm-hmm.
how I was, and I was like, ooh,
Like you're like, this probably has something to do with.
it could be. Yeah, it is. Or and the things, those are things that may have been not even a revenge situation. It was trivial. Maybe I was too mean to somebody when I knew it wasn't warranted.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's rearing its head.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of when I set out historically to do revenge,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I received karma from that.
Yeah, no, I haven't either.
But how I moved in certain ways, and when I reflect back, not necessarily revenge, just me just being me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a mean girl, but
No.
for whatever, and I'm talking about in relationships,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps that has reared its head in other ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is matching people's energy protecting your peace or blocking your blessings?
Blocking your blessings.
What?
Now, how I feel now.
Okay.
It depends on the energy. So if it's good energy, no, it's you're if it's good energy, I think it's protecting your peace. But if it's bad energy that you're trying to match, then yeah, you could be blocking your blessings because you're so focused on matching this person's energy, you're missing opportunities that could be right in front of your face.
So I'm going to use an example of that. Like I'll use your example of like combination. If I don't have. So with it coming into a dinner, in the beginning, coming into a dinner, someone comes in and they're just insufferable, right? They're just like crazy. And then you were matching it. And let's pretend I didn't know you.
Okay.
And before they came, you seemed like a cool person, whatever. Now you were really matching their energy, rah, rah. This is my first impression of you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So now what if I was looking to do business with you or to do something? I may look at you differently because of how you handle that situation instead of not matching the energy and trying to diffuse it in an amicable way. So I probably would look, I'm like, oh, she's...
Even if I tried to diffuse in the very beginning.
That's not what you said, though.
You said that match energy.
Yeah.
That's what you said. I said I would be like, hey, you having a good day? I gave you that example. But if you came at, they came you crazy, be like, yo, but so what? Whatever. I probably would be like, I don't know.
After I tried to diffuse and she still came at.
That
was their next example afterwards. So I'm using that. Yeah.
That.
So if I showed by trying to do that.
That's different. Because you
Okay.
didn't match the energy. You just try to diffuse it. And then you're like, okay, this is not going to work. Right? Then I'm going to look at you. But if you came out the gate.
Okay.
To me, because if you come out the gate, and this is not disrespect to you, this is my feeling. Coming out the gate with that, then I'm looking at you. You have no self-regulation. Like you cannot. It's like like you need to be like, hey, wait a minute, I don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can try to diffuse it, and I'm gonna look at you. Okay, she's got maturity, whatever, she's good. But when you just come out the gate, it's like think of it like this old saying: when someone's looking from afar and see two people arguing, they have no way of knowing. They both look like idiots. Like you have thin. Right. So I'm just looking at it. If I never knew the person, it's my first impression. So can't lock a blood. Like, what if I got this great opportunity?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So diffusing to me is better or out the gate as opposed to.
Some say karma is just your own reflection coming back to you.
Okay.
Which, yeah, you do something, whatever. So across cultures, eye for an eye, philosophies are often seen as a strength, but many spiritual traditions treat forgiveness as power. I treat forgiveness as power because, and I've said this many times before that if you don't forgive that person, because the apology is more for them than for you, but if you don't forgive that person, you're walking around unforgiving people and they're going on living their damn life. So I feel like there's more power in forgiveness and moving on and either not dealing with those people anymore, or forgiving them, not forgetting. I never say forget, but forgive them and then just move on. That shouldn't ever come up again.
Because it takes a weight.
Too much energy. It's too much energy that you're walking around angry at somebody that they don't give to whatever about you.
So I agree, but it's situational.
Go on, tell us.
Because God forbid somebody did something to my kids, I'm going to get it. So now, as an adult, as the mature person, somebody do something to my kids, I'm talking about bad.
Mm-hmm.
You got them go.
What level of risk are you taking? Like, so just talk about that a little bit more.
Okay.
So, because I completely get.
And there's I don't forgive you.
No, there's no forgiving.
That's what I'm saying, situation.
Yeah. So no, I understand. Well, let me take it back. So, if due process taking its course, and I'm satisfied with the outcome of that due process. And the reason why I said it, because you think about it, you don't have just one child. You have other people that's going to be impacted by your decision that you make. So you're saying they got to go, and you're saying you're going to go to jail. Let's just say they wasn't adults. And even if they are adults, them having their parent in jail is an impact to them. So
it does.
This would be about the only situation that I would not forgive, and I would have to take revenge. But I'm not just going to go out and seek to hurt somebody or have revenge on them because of something they did to me. And if I'm feeling some type of way after a while, I'm either going to have to just let it go and forgive the situation that happened and move on, because it does help release. I'm a big component of that now. As I've gotten older, there were certain things that I held on to for years, and I finally decided to forgive. Not forgetting it, but I have forgiven so I can lay.
Yeah, I just think there needs to be a level of thought through the whole thing, because again, it's not just you that you're impacting and your decision that you make.
Because if you get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
See, this is where we're going to go down in jail. So to our viewers, let us know on IG, on YouTube or whatever, are you a karma believer or a clap back? No, there's no judgment. Are you going out there to get your, how are you handling the situation?
Do you wrong? How you handling it?
We
want to hear. We want to hear about it. I think it's a good conversation to have.
Yeah, tune in, join the conversation, join the chat. Let us know, because we may share some of your things on our next episode.